which is actually going to become a fucking freaky ass Friday in about 2 seconds. It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday, what? That's what I meant by that. You ready for your shadows? Are you ready? Are you ready? I know all you new people ain't ready, but they're never ready to face yourself and the truth. So, just get ready for it. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I posted on my community page. I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer. Hold on, I need to teach you how to do an exorcism. Teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist. I am your North American Sibyl, your messenger of God, the first child of God. I am the goddess of hell, the Lilith reincarnated. Today is Thirsty Thursday, and the gates of hell have been opened. I must walk you through the gates of hell. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to tell you what's coming at you. Hold on. How do I know? Because I let it out. I can tell you what the energy is going to be as soon as I find this. I feel like I have to teach you. Oh. Where is that book? Give me a second. I didn't think I was going to teach you this. Those are religious books. This is magic. Oracles. Consulting. Exorcists. What do you guys know about demons? A demon is what? A fallen angel? That's what you guys call. So you called me the demonic, goddess of hell. Why? Because I fell from grace? Then you guys are demons. Let's talk about demon spawns. When we do this type of work, we go in and we face our inner demons. Your inner demon is nothing more than a fallen angel that had a name and time. You just don't know that angel or your own demons. But once you start getting into yourself and meeting your shadows, your demons, your devils, you find out that they're just angelic. They're just angelical beings. Okay? So this morning, I got set off, and I opened the gate to 13 demons. And then as I left, I added a few more. So we ended up with 17. I allowed 17 demons out. Out of me or out in the world? Out in the world. What are they going to do? They're going to bring your demons, which is their energy that lies within you, to the surface. Do they have any control over you? No. These are your own demons inside of you. You have a piece of their energy that lies within you. You have a dark side to you that you haven't faced. They're going to make you face it. So let me explain who they are and what demons you're going to be facing today, tomorrow, for however long it takes for you to face these parts of yourself. I put them in alphabetical order because my book is in alphabetical order. We're going to be reading out of the Demon Tarot. I don't know how the hell you read this as tarot. I couldn't help but notice that I said it first thing this morning. What's up, Russ? I'll get to you in a minute. I had to do spiritual warfare, but I definitely woke up with you on my chest. Talk to you in a minute, and you came up in the cards. Both of us are in these cards. All right, let's start with Azazel. Azazel. Now I'm going to teach you about all of these, and then I'll teach you about how to kind of cast them out. You can't get rid of a part of you. Let's start there. This is a part of you. This demon, it lives within you, as well as Jesus. You don't understand the polarity of the good and, it's not good and evil. Dark and light lives within you. Are you operating out of light or out of dark? Today we will see your darkness. Okay? Why? Because you can't heal it until you see it. You don't even know what it is. And you're blinded to it. So it needs to come out so you can deal with this. You have to deal with it. Okay? And so you might not see it, but somebody's definitely going to point it out. You can be ignorant to the parts of you that don't exist and try to play fucking victim and try to deflect and act like you ain't being a fucking piece of shit. But we're going to see this piece of shit full force. Let's start with this piece of shit that's coming out of you. It's not something coming at you. This is inside of you. I have released the gates of these demons that lie within all people. Come to the surface to be healed. Come to the light. Come to the light of day. Show yourself. Is what I said. Not outside, inside. They live within you. Same as God, bro. I'm not calling God outside of you. I'm calling God inside of you. When you ask for someone to give, when you pray to God, God give them strength. From outside or inside. Heal their body. From outside or inside. You know what I mean? Bless them. From outside or inside. Be specific. Be specific. Alright. Azazel. Do you know the origin of the word scapegoat? Before it meant being the fall guy. It was part of an ancient Semitic ritual mentioned in Leviticus, in which a goat was symbolized given all the sin of people and sent out into the wilderness as a sacrifice to the goat demon. The chief of those wild goat demons was Azazel. According to the book of Enoch, who was Enoch? Okay. Before he was a leader of the goat demons, Azazel was an angel who taught humankind how to make weapons and cosmetics, and was casted out of heaven because he used those skills to fight wars and seduce angels. Not unlike Prometheus, the titan that was punished for stealing fire for man, Azazel's most terrible crime was revealing secrets that others then used against God. Before he collected the scapegoats, it seems Azazel was one. Because of his connection to goats, creatures who later became closer associated with the devil, who is, in many ways, a scapegoat for many wrongs, demonologists made Azazel an official guardian of the goats. Inspiration. There are many situations that are no one's fault, or the fault of so many that one person should take the blame. But still, it is important that we find one person to punish, whether that person truly deserves punishment or not. But when good things happen, by again chance or confluence, we do not spend as much time looking around for the one person to reward, do we? Divination. Beware of looking for someone to blame in a situation in which no person is responsible. Focus on fairness and offering equal praises for success as blame for mistakes. Well, we talked about all of this yesterday, judgment and shit. With what happened earlier, bro, what happened? I snapped. If I'm not supposed to do something, then I know I'm not supposed to doing it. If I'm doing it just out of emotions, then I know what I'm doing and I know to stop. I'm guided by the Spirit. I don't rage in emotions. I went outside this morning, and there's Amelia has told me, and I had seen it. I spoke about this already all fucking week. That this fucking lady, this non-handicapped lady, and her dog is fucking, I told Amelia, you hear him with that dog. That dog keeps reaching out at people. Be careful of that dog. So Amelia tells me that the dog reached out at her. So I see her this morning. It's not on a leash. She's a fucking approaching me while my dog is on a leash. It's like, look, I know that I'm a bitch, and I come off wrong, but I just want to say, you got to be careful with your dog. It keeps trying to get my dog. As soon as I approach her, she starts screaming at the top of her lungs. It's not my fucking dog. You don't know nothing. It doesn't need to be. And everybody's looking at me. Bro, What? So I walked off. And I was like, you know what? No. Her mother, supposedly, I told you, they play this role. They play this mother-daughter role. It's not. They're lying, bro. It's a whole fucking show they put on. They're not handicapped either. That was a whole nother thing, dude. I thought they were handicapped, and I was trying to find a nice way to tell them to take a shower. Then I see them stand up out of their wheelchairs. Everyone's like, they're not handicapped. It's a whole fucking joke, bro. And I told you, these are the ones they said that they've been using the system. They pretend they use the wheelchairs to beg money. All this crazy shit. I've talked about these people. There's two different groups. There's the two women that play mother-daughter in the wheelchairs, and then there's the man in the wheelchair with his wife and the fucking sexual abuse and all that shit. They're two different families that stick together all the time. They're like a wheelchair group or something. Whatever the case may be, bro, she goes fucking crazy in the parking lot. I walk in, I'm like, I'm reporting this, dude. I'm not going to be yelled at because, you know what I mean, I address the fact that my dog is in danger and you're not following the community rules. You know what I mean? So she makes this big deal, but then I'm sitting in the front on the other side of the metal detectors waiting for him to bring me the paper, and she can't come in the door. She knows she can't come in the door because her dog is going to get my dog, and she's going to look like a fucking idiot. So she's standing on the other side of the door, right? And then they bring her in, and she starts screaming again at me, and they tell her to lower her voice. So I write this, and I'm like, no, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting any of God's children. Then she comes out, they tell her to be quiet, and she's like, I've been off my meds for 4 months. Oh, you're having some mental issues, are you? Let's bring those to the surface, shall we? That gives you no right to sit out there screaming at people, bro. Like, you have no right to act like this towards people. And in essence, dude, I've said this for weeks. The damn dog keeps attacking dogs. She's about to walk up on me, roll up on me with her dog and no leash. So I had every right to say something, but she had no right to start screaming in my fucking face like that. That's what started this. So I was guided to come up here, grab my demon cards, go outside, and let them out. I close my door fully when I do this type of shit so that nothing gets out of this room. I don't do these out in the open. But I did. And now this is open. This energy, this is going to teach everyone. Everyone's going to learn these 17 lessons. They're going to come in from the inside out. They're not outside of you. There's not some demons that are coming to get you. They're the demons that you harbor inside of you that are coming to the surface at 11-7. I asked him what room she stays in. 7-11. Of course she does. Of course she does. Of fucking course she does. I was watching a fucking documentary last night about, I didn't know about it, the Olympic bomber that happened in Atlanta. In 1997, of course, I was alive then, but you go back and you were a kid then, so now you look at it as an adult, and it makes more sense of what you felt when you were a kid. So I was watching it, and all this stuff, and they get a license plate on this guy. 1117. KN something 1117. I was like, of course it is. You see the numbers everywhere. You see the synchronicities. Anyways, the point of this is focus on fairness and offer equal praise for success or blame and mistake. And there's this guy out there. He's like, why is she yelling at you like that? It's like, I don't know. Cause she's fucking crazy, bro. I just walked out. This is what I want to walk out to, is some fucking crazy person screaming at me, bro? No. So I binded her right away. I said, from the crown to the ground, I shut your ass down. And then I called in the demons, bro. You're not projecting that out of you. When I shut your chakras down, you're shut down, bro. That means you're in hermit mode like I do. That means you can't put your thoughts out on nobody. You can't put your feelings out on nobody. You literally can't move. You have to sit there in your own energy. It's shut down. You can't project it anymore. It stays within you until you heal it. That darkness eats you up. You can't keep putting it out on somebody. This will be the 4th person I've had to do this to. I don't enjoy doing this, but I will. If you are out of control and you are putting dark energy on me to where I think it's out of control, I'm not going to let you put that on somebody else. I will shut your energetic field down so fucking fast. Nobody can reopen it after I've shut it down. The first one I did was Russ's mother. I fucking blocked her chakra so bad, shut that bitch down. I rolled her up in the darkest tape. She will never be able to project that shit outside of her. Hey, how are you down there? And that's what it is. It's like, we have magic, and we can use it for good or evil. I am a witch in the name of Christ, bro. You walk in the light, or I'm gonna bind you to the darkness. They brought the goddess of hell to get you out of hell. If you don't get out, and you're trying to terrorize everyone that's trying to get out, I'm gonna feed you to the hellions. I'm not doing shit. I'm here to help you out, but you're not gonna sit there and terrorize all of us that want out. Shit. You're good? I'm good too. Watch out though, you're not going to be good. A lot of your shadows are about to come up. Pay attention, okay? So, you're going to be learning, everybody's going to be learning these 17 lessons within the next however long it fucking takes you. Let's see. So, watch out for scapegoats. The next one that I pulled out was Alistair. And yeah, they have all these great, all these, stories. I'm not going to read all of them. Alistair stays behind my back. I called him right away. Let's see. Picture the cliche of a large, powerful general with a booming voice, a broady sense of humor, and permanently ruddy cheeks. You're not far from the picture of Alistair. While Abagor is sort of a general whose wars could bring to mind a chessboard, Alistair's engagements would be more of those of the Viking warlords who... I'm getting a download. I'm seeing... Oh, man. What are they called? Jesus, what are they called? They're not dwarfs. Fuck, I don't know what they're called. I'm seeing a mystical creature. I don't know what they're called. I'll have to pull out the fairy Bible. I don't know what they're called. They look like Vikings. They're not dwarfs. What's the other thing? What are they? I can't think of the word. I can see them. Anyways, all right. Alistair's engagements would seem to be more those of Viking warlords with a, they're trying to show me what they are, with a knowledge of astronomy to guide his armies and a love of arts to appreciate the treasure he conquers. Focus on liberal science, including observation and charting. Well, we talked about that. Metatron's got us all in that bullshit. Keep in mind, these are demons that fell from heaven. They still had, we were created with a purpose. So even though we move in time, it's still that purpose. If you were in a, you know, I'm a goddess everywhere I go. I don't get to be anything less than a goddess. You know what I mean? So their jobs in heaven were still, they retained those jobs in hell. And that's why it says, like right here on the bottom, where it says, Aziel was appointed a demonologist as the guardian of the goats. Traditionally, he's shown here, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not that one. The Duke of Hell with 36 military units under his command. He appears as a knight. So it teaches you what they were. Most of them will tell you what they were in heaven and how they just, okay, well, that's your job, so you keep doing your job because you do the best at your job. They kept their jobs. They kept their titles, for sure, as they came, you know, into the darkness. And they had much meaning. It's like, just because you don't, you know, you always have meaning. You thought them bad, but God still found them useful. I think you're bad, and he still finds you. Oh, it's a long story. It's a great family. You know, you have to, and Lilith's out there in the dark all by herself, and here comes a whole 3/4 or 2/3 of God's fucking angels come crashing down on me. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? And I said, it was it. It was a family. It was like, yeah, let's fucking rock this place. Let's fucking rock this place. Fuck mankind. We got to play God down there, dude. We fucking loved it. Anyways, let's see. Amadisius. At first, it seems that Amadisius is has a very simple gift: invisible instruments and dancing trees. But when we think for a moment about the poetic nature of many of the earth demonologists, it's possible that Amadisius may control something that is more than beautiful. The wind. The swaying, dancing trees are a hint to his potential power. Oh, we talked about the wind yesterday. What other invisible forces cause the forest to bend? Anyone who has walked in a blustery day while the trees whispered and the power lines hummed can easily imagine where. If Amadisius does control the winds, the invisible instruments come from. Divination. Focus on the musical endeavors, including composition and musical inspiration. Why? Because it changes your vibration. Gosh, think about these songwriters. It's like, why don't you just listen, bro? You're too busy talking. You guys are too busy trying to be heard. You're not listening to the sound of music, bro. You don't even know what the sound is. I keep saying this to all of you, bro. You don't know what it is because you're not in tone with your feelings, bro. You can't feel what music is yet. You're just trying to make music. I know that sounds really mean to you, but I'm talking to the highest fucking songwriters, and I'm talking to you too, Marshall. You know how to make words. You're a master wordsmith. But do you know what good music sounds like, bro? I challenge you guys to put your pride down and honor somebody else this weekend. Show an artist out of your genre. Show us that you appreciate music. That's to all of you. Ali, Logic, Royce, Lewis, fucking all of you. Russ, I especially. If you come out with some booty whack bitch, I'm not surprised. That's all you ever come out with. But I'm serious. I want you guys to show one post this weekend. Mike Stud, all of you, show that you appreciate music from another time and you're not the best thing out there. Show us. Not your inspiration. Show us your love for music. Not someone that you think is better than you. Show us good music. That you know what good music sounds like, bro. You keep trying to make good music, but I don't believe you know what music sounds like anymore. Kanye, Yee, whatever the fuck your name is out there, show us that you know what good music sounds like. You can't make something if you don't know what it is. There was good music in time. Go back in time and show us good music. And start there. You're constantly trying to rape people's music currently, but you're raping bad music. We need better music, bitches. Talk more. Talk less is what they always tell me. Let's keep going. I'm not giving you the whole stories because I'll be reading forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever. This one I got to tell you about. Baal is given a dubious honor of being the first and highest king of Hell's inferno monarchy. Yet, in the writings of the other demonologists of their time, Baal is only given the title of Duke. You're like, how many dukes are there? Duke. I don't know. Everybody wanted to have a cool title. It's like, you could be a duke, and you can be a general, and you can be... Everybody wanted a title. It doesn't really matter. And you're in charge of these guys. You listen to that guy. That's all it was. It was just fun. A bunch of us kids. Have you seen Lucifer? We were just having fun, bro. It was just, we're God's kids. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were having fun. We're building armies and shit. We're playing God down here. We're playing God! Sorry. That was fun. Fun times. Alright, anyway. We are the definition of fuck around and find out. I don't know. Let's find out. We had no knowing. We were not afraid of knowing. We want to know. I want to see what happens when we do this. Yeah, we caused a lot of trouble fucking around. We found out. Sorry, it's funny. This is my family. Yet in the writings, blah, 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 as with many of the demons in this book, experts disagree as their rank and holding, although Wire and Collins de Plancy both agree that Baal had 66 military units in his command. The question is, what is he telling these 66 military, how many is in a unit? And what is he telling them to do? That's what you guys don't get. We ran God's army, bro. Do you get this? 2/3 of the angels were with us. He couldn't destroy us. That's all his family. The other quarter of them looked down. They missed us, dude. We were having the best fun, dude. They missed us. They just had to sit there. It's like, when I brought Lucifer back to Michael, oh man, it was the cutest thing. Energetically, of course. Anyways, he still has a sliver of him here on Earth. Sorry, it's funny. Alright, moving on. You guys don't know the stories that well. Nobody ever been to hell and back. That's a good one, God. I agree. Oh, God. Anyways, sources disagree to which ancient deity, if not all of them. Wait, what? In the Old Testament, the word Baal, which is likely origin from the name Baal, was the term used to describe several old gods. See also Beelzebub. And that's what you called you called all of them the devil. But it was also often used as a general term for lord, master, person in charge. I'm seeing... Hey, Royce, do you remember hell? Oh, you haven't experienced it yet, huh? You're doing the heaven on earth thing? All right. I saw him. Want to see a baby picture of Russ? Sorry, I'm having too much fun. It's good times. I'm in that Six of Cups. I'm nostalgic. All right. When the times were good. Sources disagree as to which ancient deity, if not all of them, named Baal eventually evolved into Baal. And as such, Colin de Plancy's Baal is shown with the head of a cat, frog, and king, possibly to cover up the previous incarnations of the deity. See, they changed it. The books came together, people came together with their understanding of what the deity was, and they used it and came up with some shit like this. Meaning, all right, we'll accept your frog head, we'll accept the cat, we'll put a man's face on it, and da-da! What the fuck are you guys doing, bro? Does this look like something God would make? All beautiful and shit? He makes them separate. He didn't... This is what he made in heaven. Or when we fell from heaven, we look like this. The fuck are y'all talking about, bro? The imagination, I swear. I swear it's a dangerous thing. Anyways, divination. Beware of status symbols, names, ranks, or possessions. Be sure that a person behind the title is worth esteem. Oh, God. I told you, these priests have no power. They just know the book. They're like professional book readers.
there used to be people, because a lot of presidents didn't know.
I want to know, bro, if we really want to get down to it, let's get down to in their business. Are they really following scripture to the T? Like, they're not eating certain foods. They're doing all of this and this and this. And that's where you get down to Orthodox Christians and priests and shit. And that's where it is. They become more until you get to one of us and we're over there smoking weed with the crowd. You're breaking the rules. Nobody said this was a rule, bro. What are you talking about? In the essence, it's like, beware, bro. They just look like they got some shit figured out. I show you that with my celebrities. My poor guys. I see Lewis. Lewis, you ready to lose again this week? God, you loser. I'm sure Allie's got a new song dropping on Friday along with Russ. Come on, guys. And who knows what kind of goofy shit fucking Kanye's up to, trying to, you know, steal the world and make his place. And, you know, I'm the rapper and this. Shut up, bro. Just fucking live your life. Watch out for those guys. They're full of shit. Which guys? The guys I'd be hanging out with and the ones you'd be hanging out with too. I don't hang out with them. I don't hang out with these guys. I don't know you. It's that moment. It's that Thor and fucking Hulk moment. I told them we were friends. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing yourself, bro. You're looking like you ain't got no power out here. Oh, you powerless bitch. Moving on. Sorry, there's a lot, and I want to keep going to Cali. Going back to Cali. In a minute. Alright. Buffonite. Buffonite is another symbol of magic and power. Also see brooms. But this one is far more legendary in nature. Buffonite, or toadstone, first mentioned in mythology around the time of Pliny the Elder, is a magical jewel that is said to grow inside toads and is the cure to all poisons. Much like the Belzor, found in the brain of a toad. Like Belzor, there's no scientific basis for the belief that buffonite was any sort of antidote, but jewelry was created from the gem supposedly harvested in the toad to ward against illnesses. Perhaps there's no scientific basis to claim the buffonite as an antidote, let alone that it exists at all. Many buffonite amulets, in fact, fossilized fish heads. But this is a metaphor, and is still quite powerful. Toads are often described as witches' familiars, and their skin was thought to be used in all manners of magic potions. We need a frog? Okay, that is pretty right. They have frog legs and shit. Oh, God. Yeah, I do have a bunch of that shit, bro. My daughter tried to get me to bring home a bat yesterday. I was like, I don't even know how to store that. Like, I'm gonna put that, in a fucking mayonnaise jar with something? I felt like fucking Hannibal Lecter when she started talking about bringing home animals like that. But I do. I was laughing about it. I have a real rabbit foot and a jaw. I have a squirrel tail. I have many snake skins. I just got a claw. I've got my wolf fur. Been a lot of weird shit going on around here. Let's see. I'm just saying, I don't really. And the toads are, dude. There was this. We should go to the museum again. We went to the Nature and Science Museum and we watched this whole thing, how they did this. America had gone down to Peru and did this whole rehabilitation of these toads because the fucking natives were eating them for magical resources. Remember? They were like, they had to save them. They were going instinct. I can't even say it. Anyways, Toads are often described as witches' familiars and their skins, blah, blah, blah. Yet, from the inside of the head of those toads, folklore has also invented a cure. Divination. Focus on finding worth and beauty in circumstances or items that may be regarded as ugly. Well, it's kind of funny. I try to say that. It's like, yeah, we all have our chains, but mine isn't really. As it just came flying down. It's like, here's my chain gang. It's not too pretty. It's not too pretty. Some of the shit I have is not too pretty. Alright, moving on. Going back to Cali. That's me. Me? Yeah, I'm definitely up in this bitch. We're in this bitch. For sure in this bitch. Kali is a non-Christian goddess. The Colin de Plancy demonizes in the dictionary. Neither is she only Hindu deity included in his or this text. Kali can be a terrifying goddess. She does wear a necklace of skulls. I have that in my car. She carries weapons that reflect her power of destruction, a sword and a sickle. And with her dark red eyes and midnight skin, it's easy to believe she is a formidable woman to be respected, if not feared. As with many fearsome and powerful personalities, Callie is represented as an essential and amazing force in our lives, that of change. Focus on feminine strength. Beware of judging powerful women harshly. We talked about that yesterday. I was trying to explain that. It's like, I am totally not that little, I'm not an Eve, bro. I was trying to explain that. We did this whole teaching about trans and woke and all of the, genderification yesterday. It's like I explained it over and over. I am a masculine energy. I don't look like a dude. I mean, I guess I could if I dressed up, but I look really beautiful and pretty. I wear dresses and makeup and all of this, but you look at me and treat me like a fucking little girl, and it pisses me off. And that's, that was Morgan the other day. We're sitting there, two girls, we're looking good. I'm in my skirt, we've got the hood popped, and it's like, here comes some dudes. And she's like, I was like, this should be good. It's like, it's so disrespectful to her. She's a master engineer. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's tiny. She's got boobs. She's beautiful. Both of us are standing there beautiful, but don't look at us like we're idiots. I'm the idiot right here. She's a fucking scientist. Don't treat us like we're dumb. You see us in this women's skin, and you're like, look at this dumb bitch. Bro, look, we're looking at you like, look at this dumb bitch with both his ears pierced and he's squatting to pee. In the essence, it's like, focus on the fact that, God has made us powerful women. There's powerful ass women out there that aren't passive, that aren't going to be rolled up and shit. It doesn't mean that we're like, not women, but have some respect for women. Don't think all women are weak. Honestly, you can tell a weak woman. They give off a vibe, bro. Like, I'm not a rape victim, bro. You're not gonna see me in a parking lot and say she's an easy pick. I give off a vibe, bro. It's that fucking shell, dude. You know not to fuck with me. You should. But it's kind of misleading when I'm smiling and being girly and shit. You think that, I'm the one. No, I ain't the one, bro.
That's what teachers say. I'm not the one to play with.
Yeah, it's like, don't take people's skin. Don't judge the book too quick on the cover, and have some respect for us women, bro. Have some respect for us women, that we're not the women you've met before. We are goddesses, dude. We are powerful, God-created. We have the creation of God inside of us. His willpower, His hands, His brilliance, His strength, in a beautiful female form. And that's me. My last life, all of them. The Morgan, there goes Rose again. It's like, I'm literally a general. I'm a fucking war spirit, dude. And you're trying to dumb me down to a female? Why do you think I came back as Lilith? Can't you just be a girl? I'm trying. I'm never going to be less. That was the whole fight. It's like, you're going to see the equality that I am. I'm not trying to overpower you, but honor my power. And that's where it comes down to Shiva and Kali. Shiva knew that if he fought Kali, he'd lose. We'd both lose. We would just die. Somebody has to submit to the sense of power. And that's what I said in my post. It's like, I'm not taking down I'm not putting down my sword. Someone that can sit there and that can hold my sword with me is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, why did you come up over here, Balon? Whatever. Balon. Alright, the hawk is often a symbol of sharp and distant sight. Balan is a demon known for his ability to see the past, present, and future. He can also hide men from sight by teaching the secrets of invisibility. Hey dude, is that where Marshall gets his invisibility? How come we never see this guy moving? That just means some really crazy shit. Even if we can't learn how to be literally invisible, the ability to see without being seen is a skill within our reach. Taking the opportunity to observe the world without drawing attention to ourselves can sometimes help us to... I'm seeing Brian. Jesus Christ. What is it with all you twin flames today? I know, right? I guess that's exactly what's happening. I bring out the family and now I'm seeing them in the flesh. Drawing attention to ourselves can sometimes help us to better see our own past, present, and possible futures. Divination. Focus on listening instead of speaking. Observing instead of being observed. On page 29. That's what I just told you guys. You fucking singers and songwriters. Listen. Stop trying to talk over the beat. Listen to the beat. Let it tell your story. Stop trying to find a beat to tell your, you know what I mean, to tell your story. You tell the story of the music. I don't know. You're looking at me like I'm new to it, but it's like, how do you do it? I've told you from the beginning. I listen to the beats. The beats tell me a story, and I put them aside so that I can tell that story. The longer I listen to the beat, it pulls a story from my truth. You resonate with the beat because the frequency hits you. You're not sure what it's hitting yet, and if you're just running around trying to throw words on top of it. Sit with it. Let it bring a story out from inside of you. Don't try to put a story on top of it. You're like, dang, that's pretty good. It is. That's how I listen to music. I did it before, and Marshall saw that didn't work out so well. I had an idea. No, I think the song, I've always done this. The song sparked the idea, and I did the video behind the song. Usually, no, I did the song behind the idea of the video, which was triggered by the music. As the music was playing, I could see how I could make this a video. So I had the video in my head before I ever even wrote the song. And so I wrote the song to the video, and it came out a little funky-fied, but that's where it was, is the creation didn't go linear, it went to a different place. And that's where I challenge you guys. Listen to the music, bro. Let the music tell your story. Stop trying to tell stories on top of other people's music. The music is its own story by itself. That's why Russ is over there trying to steal, he's always sampling other people, because he gets the spark of inspiration by the music. It gives him an idea for a story. But he takes that idea, you know what I mean? He takes what the original song was, which was his own story, and puts his words, like he just did with this girl's TikTok. Sorry, but you didn't make it better. You just ran in and pissed on her fucking parade, is what I think. Your words didn't make that song better. It was a good song that you wanted to be part of. Being part of that song made you elevate. You had no intention to put your elevated status on a newcomer song to make their song better. You wanted this to make you feel better. And that's how you show that. It shows the desperation. He'll do this with anybody on the internet. He'll take your works and try to use it to make himself better. He's not doing this to blow you up. Say, look at this person and look at this and look at that. No. He's using you to get people to look at him. You're such a Lucifer, bro. Can I teach you something about Lucifer? He had no power, bro. Right here. Lucifer is a fallen angel whose name is also the morning star, the planet Venus, which is known as the bringer of the dawn. He is a king of hell who appears as a beautiful little child. There's many kings. There's many this and that. He didn't have power. He couldn't actually do anything. He just liked the power of being on the top. He didn't actually execute anything. He did nothing but tell God no. In no story in time will you see Lucifer coming to you and doing anything in your life. And he plays it out. Hey, sorry, I didn't see all these chats. What's up now? Okay. Sorry, I was just reading all of it. I'm trying to catch up. Well, I'm Lilith. After Adam, I was with Lucifer. And then there was Samuel. Solomon split into have his child too. I want your son too. I had lots of lovers. And that's just what these motherfuckers is doing in my life right now. But the point of it is I spent a lot of time watching. Watch, bro. Watch. Don't say something yet, because by the time, if you keep that one in, they're going to do more and you'll have more to say. Just watch, dude. And don't be the center of attention. That's what this is. He wanted the attention. You can understand, though. Where does it come from? Lucifer was God's favorite little angel, bro. He loved him most. He was his most beautiful angel, the morning star. He had all favor. So when he goes to hell, all of them, they had God. You don't understand to have God loving you all the time. Like, get off me. It's like smushy. Like, leave me alone. He had all that love. All of them did. But then they had no one to love them when they left heaven. And he missed it. He wanted just love. Don't you? I don't know who this devil you guys created, and I'm here to show you, but as far as Lucifer, God's, favored little angel, little boy, doesn't it look like him? Russ, pull out the baby pictures. Swidon has no power. He just wants love and attention and affection. From who? God. But he'll take it from man, but none of man's love and affection is enough. He keeps trying to get it. Does it sound like you or him? You got some Luciferian in you, huh? Well, that's all right. You got a Lilith in that, and we're very powerful. He's a little powerless to his feelings. All right, Balon. Thank you. Moving on. Here's a fun one. What's that word? Make that word rhyme. Marshall? Just kidding. Carcanelius. Carcanelios. Whatever. Let's see if I can pronounce this better. Who gave him this name? Not God. God didn't run around giving weird names. I'm just saying. Where are you? CAA. Carcanelius is known, according to Wires, he is the president of hell who commands 36 legions. See? So we have a duke, we have a president, we have a king, we have all of them. They were just playing fun. Them and their little titles. Who'd they roll over? Their little friends. Nobody else, really. That's it. God watched us play Little House down there, play little wars and little war games and shit. I feel like he had a better plan for us if we weren't doing this stupid shit. Maybe we were supposed to war on the side of light instead. But that's it. Who were they going to fight if we didn't fight each other? You don't understand this bigger picture, dude. All right, anyways. Let's see. Colin DePlancy gives his names as Classy Alabolis, which seems to tie together with the other two listed names. Caracornolis, I don't know, whatever, is described as appearing in the form of a winged dog. All dogs go to heaven, I guess. So-and-so was said to know the past and future, but his inheritance lays in discovering the secrets of the mind. He could find his way into the deepest thought of a friend and foe, and could use that knowledge to make them love each other or drive them to murder each other. The truth is that that's not all that supernatural a feat. The better we get to know someone, the more we're able to influence that person's actions as well. However, that power need not be used to bring pain to others. So-and-so could use the knowledge of men's minds to bring them closer together, and so, of course, can we. Divination. Focus on learning the secrets of others. Beware of using that knowledge to harm others. Well, I think that's what we do. You got a little Cat Williams in you. I've been watching. For 30 years, I've been watching. Taking notes. I've seen everything. I mean, that's what it is. People don't want you to know their secrets. What are their secrets? I don't know. Something they're ashamed of. There's lots of them. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to use their secrets, their flaws against them. I'm kind of dangerous with that. And that's why people are afraid. They're like, she's going to find out. I mean, God's going to tell me the truth. It's not your lies. He tells me the truth, bro. And what it is I'll ask him, what the fuck are they doing? And he'll tell me the truth. God tells the truth, bro. You're just not ready for it. Like, why are they acting like this? They're tweaking. They're on drugs. What do you mean they're on drugs? Let me show you all the evidence that they're on drugs. Holy shit, they're on drugs. I'll be asking God, what's wrong with them? And he tells me. Sorry, ask and it shall be given in good measure. Malcolm, and this is where I said, get their pockets. Get their pockets, bro. Get their pockets. When I saw this one, that's why I was like, get their pockets, bro. Why? Because you think all your power is in your pockets, bro. Get their pockets. That's what I said to him. Malcolm, go get their pockets. Bring me the bag. Malcolm is occasionally the name of the demon Moloch. See page 95. Colin DePlancy's dictionary, Malcolm is separate entity. No description of his physical description is given, but he does not carry a royal title. But Malcolm arguably has one of the more important positions in hell, that of the head of payroll. All right, he is known as he who carries the purse in hell, and although they are certainly other demons who command direct subordinates, Malcolm's position more likely gains him a considerable amount of respect. After all, those who do not give him his due are likely to find their bank account a bit low at the end of the month. So I was like, get their bags, bro. Take their bags, bro. They think they're all powerful with some money in their pocket. Go take the pocket, bro. It may be an odd thing to consider that hell having paychecks, but if you think about it, there's probably quite a few civil servants working in the files and administration of place. Of course, some of those positions may well be carefully chosen punishments, but given the alleged size of the place, there must certainly be paid staff as well. Imagine the chaos without organized budget, and Malcolm becoming a very important member. He's like the IRS of internal hierarchy. Divination. Focus on budgeting and frugality. I told you I'm a cheap ass. Why is this coming up? Why would we be playing with money in hell? Again, we played God. We played human. It was just another reality. And that's what happens in all the realities. And that's why it's so important to change this reality, because they look to God's children as to how to play. They're given favor, and that's what I tried to say is, so if God's kids did this, we tried to do it. But in other places, you weren't allowed to do that. It's like, no, they're only favored. What do you mean you can only do it in heaven? We want to do that too. So in the essence, we're playing Sims. It's a simulation. We're playing God's, it's the dark. We're imitating, or you are. Because really, we came up with the ideas first, and then we gave them to man and got in trouble for it. We taught you how to play house. We taught you fire. We taught you science. We taught you everything. We built this whole idea of, we built a kingdom on our earth that, you guys reflected. And it reflects in other places. That's why we're like, we got to clean up our messes. We're going to be here for a while. In the essence, yeah, get the bag. If you guys start having financial difficulties all of a sudden, just know it was this guy. This guy. Robbing from the rich to pay the poor is what we're doing right now. Hey, bring on the bag, Garuda. People are all afraid. You're all afraid of this. And that's why I was laughing when Wolfman said he did this amazing invocation to Lucifer and got all this insight. I said, Lucifer, what the fuck was he praying to you for? He said he wants you. He wants your power. He wants to possess you. I was like, yeah, him and every other man. And it's so stupid because he's Hades. All he'd have to do is be Hades and I'd submit to him from past lives. But he doesn't. He wants to be Oscar the fucking tarot reader. Okay, Oscar. Okay, Oscar. What's your name? Who gave you that name? Not my Father who art in heaven. These guys, they're hilarious. They think they're something though, don't they? All right, Garuda. Of the Hindu aspect described by Colin DePlancy, oh yeah, I need to pull this out. Where's your card? I'll pull him out in the Hindu. Garuda is the most accurate. Colin DePlancy gives Garuda's physical description as the great bird with the head of a handsome young man. He also notes that Garuda serves as the god Vishnu, and the Sanskrit word means that which carries and pulls before the mystical vehicle and the mount of the deity. What is he? He's the chariot. Where are you, Vishnu? Here's Vishnu, and he rode on the back of this bird. So, yeah, he's like the chariot. Pretty much. He's like, the bodyguard, I guess. I don't know how to explain this. There are several different versions of the story of how Garuda came to be the mount of Vishnu. Some traditions state that owning the Garuda's great size when he was born. He was so hungry that he went on several quests trying to find enough food, but it was not until he met Vishnu that he found a way to be fulfilled. Other legends say that Garuda went searching for the elixir of immortality, and after many quests he found it. But Vishnu offered him eternal life without the elixir, and it would become his mount. All stories about the event agree that Garuda spent many long and difficult quests trying to fulfill some need that once Vishnu granted that need, he gave his service even after out of things. Divination, page 71. Focus on patience and perseverance in difficult situations and on repaying those who help you attain goals. Very important. And that's it. It's like, he was... As I heard the story, it's a great story. It's like the gods come to grant your wish. You know what I mean? He spent all of eternity trying to just satisfy his thirst, if you will, or his hunger. It's like, you'll hunger no more. And that's what Jesus said. It was all in that. It's like, if I give you this, I give you the water to which you will thirst no more. And with that being said, when you find that, that's what happens when you have that come to Christ moment. Once you're full, you never want to be empty again. So in essence, why not? It's like, there was all these stories of, you've granted me peace. I will be a loyal servant to you for all eternity. Meaning I had no peace until I met you, and I will never leave your side. And that's how it goes back to the disciples. Paul especially. You can hear in his words how great it felt to have God with him. He was so, it felt so good to have God. He'd spent his whole life without God, and he could feel him. He could sense him just like me. He could see him all the time. He could hear him talking to him. He just felt special to be with God. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anyways, so that's what it is, committing to something better. Now, this is where I laughed. I had one come out first, and then the other one was like, oh, God. Here they are. Who are these? Twin flames. Twin flames. So, Paimon over there would be, well, let's read about Lucifer here. Focus on finding sympathy and understanding for those whom there is no agreement, even enemies. Lucifer is one of the most difficult demons to summarize. There are hundreds of books and stories, mythological references to the name. Some use the name Lucifer, Latin for the morning star, as the name of Satan before his fall from heaven, when others believe that Lucifer is a separate demon. In this text, we will focus on Colin de Plancy's description of the demon. And that's where it is. They have all these scriptures of what this entity is, and they chose what to make it based on all the information. And that's what happened with the Bible. Everybody had their, their scrolls of what had happened, and that's why they say the lost scrolls, the hidden scrolls. They determined what was going to be put in that book, whose story was valid, was going to be used, what stories they would use. Everybody knew, but they only used the ones they chose. So there's a lot of this hidden in this, you know what I mean? And that's what I showed you. It's like, you say the name Lucifer and everybody thinks the devil. And I'm like, who's that? Colin de Plancy's Lucifer appears as a young boy with a pretty face, even angry. The demon never changes to a form that isn't anything but beautiful. It's said in the Bible, his most beautiful angel, his child. And you were created in that likeness, dude. The name Lucifer is often used or alleged in the rituals and sabbats in European witches. Lucifer is known to appear in some of those gatherings. In fact, a favorite childlike trick of the demon was to pull witches off their brooms while they were en route to the gatherings. But after giving them a playful fright, he would then carry them to the sabbats on his shoulder. Although Lucifer is sometimes mischievous, he is said to be strict about justice in hell. That's it. Where do you see that he's out to get you? I don't think so. Let's go on to Paimon. Every time I read this, I laugh about it because this is so Russ. This is so his whole MO, bro. It's so funny. Paimon's areas of expertise are many. He's knowledgeable in the arts and science, philosophy, and even the past, present, and future. When Paimon is summoned, here it goes. He is preceded by a line of trumpets to announce his appearance, followed by a line of those under his command, which would be his family, then a clang of cymbals and other musical instruments, and finally he will appear riding his camel very slowly into view. After that grand entrance, Paimon is very arrogant and loud, and may take some time for the summoner to attract his undivided attention to propose a question or request. As much as you say this is so Kanye. He's just loud and obnoxious. You can't even get a word in wise. You know what I mean? It's like, can I say something? Can I speak? However, Paimon is very knowledgeable and is perhaps understandable that he manifests in such an ostentatious manner out of missing the glory of his former heavenly incarnations. If you can bear with his admittedly long-winded and abrasive entrance, his gifts can be worth the time and effort. If you can get through the shit that comes out of his mouth, you might have a good time with this guy, is what I heard. Beware of unfavorable first impressions. Many intelligent and knowledgeable individuals are awkward and abrasive at first as a defense mechanism. One should watch for those actions within oneself. What is it? He's trying too hard, bro. He's trying to get your attention rather than just standing at attention. He has to be heard. He has to be the loudest one in the room. He has to have all eyes on him. Why? I don't know. Ask what his mom did. Let's move on. Let's move on. Gormary. FG. Prefer. Gormary is a Duke of Hell in command of 26 legions of the demons. According to Wires, his appearance could be that of the twin Paimon. He appears in a feminine aspect astride a camel. Even the illustrations of the two demons in the dictionary are similar. While Paimon is an ostentatious and flashy demon, Gormari is often soft-spoken and demure. I like that because that's what you just put in my... Demure. No, it says demure. Demure.
Yes, it's just a different way of saying it.
I like it this way. The gifts for telling the past, present, and future are comparable to many other demons, but Gormari specializes in finding beautiful things. Be it physical treasure or new love. Divination, focus on finding and gaining new love or inspiration. I'm open to it. I'm not finding it. It's gonna find me, and I'm gonna be like, whoa.
You don't trace you.
Yeah, I'm open. That's all I can do is be open to it instead of running from it. That's all we can do. All right. Keep moving. We're almost done. We got 3 more cards, and I'm going to end on a goofy note. On a goofy note. Nikar. Although in some folk tales, Nikars rescued drowning children and gave safe passage across the water. Far more stories focus on their ability to lure sailors into the rocks and rapids, much like the mythology associated with the sirens, and to cause great tempests, whirlpools, and storms. However, sailing, fishing, and explorations were a very important part of human life, so the risk of confronting a Nikar on the voyage had to be weighed against the benefit of fresh food and new discoveries. Sailors took all possible precautions against the mischievous or evil water demons they might encounter, and all were cautioned to be humbled and thankful to any good or helpful Nikars. But ships continued to sail the rivers and the oceans of seeing the Bermuda Triangle, the oceans of the old world, despite the dangers a Nikar might offer. When's the last time somebody went into that bitch? They used to talk about it a lot, before the 2000s. People would just sail into that shit all the time. When's the last time someone sailed into there? We're going to have to Google that. Divination. Focus on taking necessary precautions and respecting powerful outside influences. 99. I mean...
What's scary?
Are you? I don't know. Do you look at it like I'm gonna die? If we go there, we're gonna die. You're gonna die anyways. Don't you want to go and see what's in there? In there? I don't know. I have a way that I'm already supposed to die. But if that's what they think happens there, it's a place of death. Think about it. God just made a whirlpool of death in the middle of the world. You're just supposed to go there and die. Everybody that goes there dies. It sounds like Mount Everest to me. You guys just keep climbing that mountain and dying. But
there's tons of dead bodies there.
Dude, there's all these places. I'm just curious. This is what popped in my head. Is it a place of death? Or something else happened there? Do they go somewhere else? If there was a definition of a black hole, doesn't this fit the definition of a black hole? People go through it and you never see them again? Do they just die? Where's the bodies? How come they're not floating around in the water? Where do they go? Sorry. That's what I got in here. I don't know. Something to think about. Let your imagination go there. Maybe don't go to the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm going to do some research on that today. I'm curious. I want to know more about this place on Earth. that swallows human beings. Of course I want to know. All right, Ribicel. Ribicel, demon of Czech and German origin. You better check your German origin. Just kidding. Who lives high in the mountains. All right, so listen. We've got the wind, we've got the water, and now we've got the mountains. These demons is all angles here. And they're coming for your pockets.
I'm sorry. It's the IRS. Open up.
Yep. Lives high in the mountains and can, as I said, the IRS, I hope they're going to give me my check. Lives high in the mountains and can incite heavy clouds over in ice storms. Like the Nikars, crazy, we just went from that page, of the sea, and the lychees. Oh, I love the lychees. They're so funny.
The leeches?
They're called lychees. They make you laugh. They take you off your path. It's hilarious. They fuck me up all the time. It did me yesterday. I couldn't fucking focus. I was talking about eating ass, and I just couldn't read anymore. Like the Nikars of the sea and the lychees of the forest, Rizbels are part guardian spirits and mischievous and angry demons who whip up storms for their own reason. According to the folklore, if summoned by his name, Ribicel, I don't know, he is likely to take offense and create terrible weather. Go for it. I challenge you. You call this a little storm? Lieutenant Dan, the shit out of you. Go ahead, unleash it. Why? Because I'm tired of the hot weather. But if referred to with respect by the name of the Lord of the Mountain, release this, whatever, he is far more likely to respond with favor and good weather. I don't care. I really don't. It's hot. It's hot. Let something loose. Rizbel has many qualities in common with the trickster god of many cultures. He teaches medicine and plant lore to those he favors, and he can be warm and kind on occasion. However, he is very cold and harsh, seeing humans as a bother and distraction to his greater studies and works. He is quick to disregard lesser beings as unworthy of his gifts and only worth destroying. See how we go. We get along. We get along. In the essence, like, you're God's favorite, not ours. And we don't understand it. We didn't. I'm learning as a child of God. Why do you give them so much favor? They're such pieces of shit. You are not worthy of the time and blessings and forgiveness and shit like that. On page 113. Divination. Beware of excluding emotions for the pursuit of logic and genius. Take care not to invest so much in learning as to become cruel and unfeeling. I guess. You know, professors don't really give a shit. We just want to learn our shit. You know, scientists and stuff, all of that, we stick to ourselves. We don't really... We're worried about our studies. Really. And then that goes back to the freaking jack-in-the-box priest that has to listen to your confessions. I'm sure he doesn't have much love for you. Alright, Volak, we're almost done. 2 more, and then I realized I got to take out the fairy Bible and find out whatever those things were they were trying to show me. Volak is a gentle, non-violent demon on all accounts, but he has the gift of communication with the all serpents. His gift allows him to find any snake in the world, and he can speak to it, and it will answer his questions and follow his commands. And also, you speak puzzle tongue, huh? Although Volak does not look very powerful, he has at his disposal a host of powerful and clever creatures. From the great dragon he uses as a steed to the tiny grass snake that can seek the locations of hidden treasures. Divination. Beware of underestimating soft-spoken and mild-mannered individuals. Many capable individuals are easily overlooked because they are quiet. He looks like Lucifer, don't he? The pictures of him? It's a mini-me. What think I am your cash? What do you think? What is it? Say it again. I think I am your crash. What do you think? What do you mean crash? Say that again. What do you think? I don't think. Tell me. Say it again. Divination. Beware of... Yeah. Nice guys finish last. Because they're not loud, you just think they're not heard. And as I say this, I think of freaking Nate Dogg all the time. He's always in the room. He's not loud. He's very quiet. Nobody does it better. He's not loud. He's not the loudest. Hawk is the loudest. But he's extremely, and that's this morning. I think it was Easy last night. It's like they're not the loudest energies. They're not the loudest in the room. But you'll miss them. You'll not realize who's in the room with you just because they're not loud. Pay attention to the quiet ones, is what I heard. Last one. Lost guy. Keep the fires going. I did this one on purpose. Zephan is said to have been highly respected in heaven for his inventiveness. In fairness, the idea of setting heaven on fire was probably considered very novel, at least. But such a violent act would have been, by its very nature, destructive instead of inventive. If it had succeeded, it seems that Zyphan might have been better off giving more thought to the best way to express his support of the rebellion. Zyphan is another of the maintenance workers in hell. Zyphan's symbol is that of the bellows, and that is also his job in hell. He takes his task with blowing on the fires of hell's furnace to keep the fires bright and hot. It seems like an unfair, difficult task compared to Yukabak. The reason is perhaps found in the reason for Zyphan's fall from heaven. He had an idea to start a never-ending fire, so he kept that idea going. Somebody call 911. He was trying to burn down hell, or to burn down heaven. Have you ever started a fire? So his job was to keep the fires going, bro. I think it's a great idea. Go ahead and do that down here. You can turn this whole thing on fire, bro. Go ahead. Just keep it going. Huff and puff and do your stuff. Remember, it's not a you can't attitude. It's how can I help you? Welcome to hell. It's not that bad. Okay, so those are here to teach you some lessons. That might be who you are and what you do, but they're out here teaching you a little something or two. And we're rhyming. All right, hold on. I saw this image of whatever they said, the Vikings of hell or something. I gotta find it. What is it? A mystical creature of some kind. A mythological fucking being that I don't know by name. We're gonna find it. Give me the book. Give me the page. I don't know. I don't want to go through this whole book trying to find this guy. It's not a din. Okay, if it was air, let's check the air. I don't think they were dwarfs, bro. They kind of looked like them, but it wasn't a dwarf. Ooh, that's pretty. The 7 ravens. Buffalo woman. Thoth. Is that Lilith? It is. Lilith. There's me. Hello. Serpents and all. It wasn't Hermes. Valkyries. That guy. Something like that guy. Oh, that's Odin. The All-Father. Not today, Marshall. I'm gonna find these guys. I saw them. What is it if it's not a dwarf? Do you guys know? The Kelpies. Those are creepy. I don't know. Give me a second. Maybe I should just look in the back. Maybe there's a word that will tell me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. There's Vikings. Oh, fuck. There's too many words in here. I'll never go that way. Hawaiian, Indian, Scottish, Native American. Dictionary of Fairies. No. Thor. No. Maybe it is Odin. That would explain the look on them. I'm not sure. Is this important? They're trying to be seen. They're trying to be told. Their stories trying to be told. I just don't know who they are. All I can see is them. I have to find them to get them out of my, you know what I mean? That's how the messages work. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, though. It's like an image. Maybe it's in Odin's. Really? Oh, I can't do this. I'm plagued now. I gotta find out what this deity is that's trying to talk to me. Oh, we said Garuda. I'll pull that out too. Garuda. Where are you, Garuda? Dun, 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 dun. Shiva. Hello. Oh, come on. There he is. The carrier of Vishnu. Devotion to God, protection from snakes, security while traveling, improved ability to serve God. That's good. On the plus side. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. I'm trying to find these men of honor, as if there is any men of honor around here. Being a little nasty. Let's see. Trying to find something that resembles what I saw. Jotunheimer? No. I've got to find them. They're not going to leave me alone. Get out my face, Loki. It's Thursday, so I know what that is. There we go. I have no idea what this card is. I've never read it. I told you they look like Vikings, but they're not. I knew I needed something. I'm like, I could see this image. Let me find that book. What is this? I don't know. Not in this life. It's a place, I think. It's one of the 9 realms, I think. Yeah, it is. Fire, creation, and destruction. Whatever. The realm of fire represents the creation and downfall of the world. The Old Norse meaning relates to the fire giants, leading the people or their sons into battle against the gods during Ragnarok. The Vikings believed everything was created by fire and ice. The Ginnunga Gap, the great void which Norse mythology tells everything was born, is where fire and ice meet, where the realm of and Niflheim come together, and where the giant Ymir was born. His body later formed the world. The Norse fire giant Surt was a master of the fire element and wielded a sword of flames against the gods that could burn the world. What I say? Drawing this card indicates that you are on fire. Everything you touch has an impact in creation, on creation and manifestation. Move forward with confidence, and that your visit to Melspif or whatever is favorable. Fire giants are offering you protection. Take heed that you may burn others with your heat, so apply caution and care. Merkstabi. In reverse, it indicates that you've been burnt. Either the situation, partner, business dealing, or friendship has seriously hurt you. This misfortune is not necessarily the fault of another, but rather the influence of dark energy on you both. Let me stop there. I see this. I use caution when referring to my twin flames and the connection of my twin flames, because there is always outside influences that are trying to break my connections with my twin flames. These are holy unions. The closer I get to them, the more holy we become, or I do, right? And my honor destroys their reality. So they're constantly trying to stop me from getting close to my twin flames, because they're all holy unions created by God. The closer we come together, the closer we are to God. So when they know that I'm if they know that I'm fucking with Bobby, they're fucking with Bobby. If they know that they cannot attack me, so they attack you. And I pray for you, but at the same time, I have taught you everyone how to eliminate the fucking shadows that they will attack. So at this time, on a day like this, it's not the practitioners you have to worry about. It's your inner demons that you have to face. A practitioner will do exactly what I just did. Will send an entity to attack your inner demons. Okay? Now, what they will do is to attack it. I am bringing your inner demons to the surface so that they can be released. They will bind you to them, like I just did to that woman. I shut down her chakras so that she cannot release it, and she will sit with it and deal with it until she heals it. It will not be released from her. She must heal it. And that's what I did to Russ's mom. That's what I did to that crazy lady that tried to run up on me on the street. That's what I did to Scary Larry, and that's what I did to this woman. Do I do it to everyone? No, but when it came out that bad that you can't control yourself with the Holy Spirit, if you won't stop with me, you won't stop with anyone. And I can take it, but nobody else should have to. So we're shutting this down right now, once and for all. You will not project this out on another. If for some reason Kanye did this again and started attacking people again, hurting people by his words, I'd have no choice but to shut him down, because he cannot hurt anybody anymore. That's it. I'm here to stop the hurt. That's the power I've been given. Not to make you hurt, to face your hurt, and to stop you from hurting others. I'm not your fucking savior. I am the most powerful fucking witch, which is goddess, that serves the fucking, you know what I mean, the end of time right now. So going back to it, it's like, where it says right here, it says, rather the influence of dark energy on you both. Every time I get close to one of my twin flames, we have all kinds of dark energy, and that's what brings up all my shadows. But as you can see, I heal them. What happens to yours? You suffocate in them because you're not using my healing techniques on your side. So then you're stuck in your shadows and I faced mine. I can't help you, bro. In the essence, it's made to be. You just got to heal them. Each and every one of you. I tried to warn Allie. Allie, they're coming for you, bro. They're coming for you. When they went after Lewis, they're coming for you, bro. They're going to come for your fucking light. The fucking spirits are coming to steal your light at that race. I sent Marshall and Royce to protect his light. I couldn't. What is your light? Your peace, your joy, your understanding. When you have no peace or joy or understanding, you're in the dark, bro. People can take it from you by just whispering little words in your ear. Posting something on the fucking internet that they know is a subliminal that's hurt you. I teach you guys how to go through your shadows so that they can't feed off of them. If you feel you're under attack by evil forces, it's time to call upon the fire giants and clear the negative influence. Find a fireplace or a fire pit where you can build a fire and make an offering of flood to the flame. What did I buy this weekend? A new little grill so I could build a fire. It's telling us now. Ask the element to burn up the evil doings that hurt your relationship, friendship, and business dealings. As in all acts of evil, we must still take responsibility for our part in it. We are not victims, but rather vibrational matches for everything. There is some part of you that is afraid or resentful that attracts that energy. Own up to any careless actions you may have had that jeopardize your situation, relationship, or partnership, or business. In taking responsibility, you burn up the evil which wished upon you. I am a fire witch, and I teach you how to do that. So off the top of my head, what do you want to burn? Oh, God. Oh. I can't think right now. Let me pull out my herbs, and I'll be guided by looking at them, which ones to put together, and I will give you the perfect blend to burn this away. Now, when you do this type of work, bro, especially as they're watching me, they'll just turn around and send it back to you. And that's why you have someone like me that's constantly burning off energy. I'm constantly, you know what I mean? That's why I go through so much sage. It's because I'm constantly clearing the energy. Not just mine, which is shitty-ass feelings and resentments, but everything else that's around me. It's all around us. We have to keep our energy fields clean. So you do that by baptisms. You do that by sage burns. You do that by being outside. There's so many different ways of cleaning your energy. But it's telling us specifically right now, we have to clean our energy. And under the fact that, you might be under an evil attack that just came out, face it. I gave you the guidance. I told you what's going to bring to the surface and what lesson you're supposed to learn. Okay, I was going to bring out the Exorcist book, but nothing's really attacking you yet. Sit down under the fire and start, doing this magic to protect yourself. From me? From yourself. I didn't do shit to you. Nobody's doing shit to you. What's terrorizing you is your own thoughts and feelings about the world we live in. And it gets underneath your skin and you start acting a fucking fool with the people that you live in this world with. You're trying to, you become, negative in all aspects. You're trying to win and you're trying to do all these things and blah 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 blah. Gotta deal with it, guys. Gotta deal with it. Hey, have a great day. I love you guys. I will catch you later. Look for my post of what to use as your sage burn. You're gonna have to start learning herbs, and that was in it too. It's like we teach you. I'm teaching you everything that's in here. They are here to teach you. Why? Because we already learned this lesson, and that was our fall from grace. Don't you want to learn from ours and find your way back? That's all I'm here to do. To get you back to God, but you're going to have to descend to ascend. Welcome. Hey, love you later. Bye.